Good afternoon, futures traders. Today is Tuesday, November 4th, the time 3:05. I'm going to trade the power hour today using Praedox Trader's Assistant in manual mode using the price action add-on. I haven't really been trading much because I've been testing the price action add-on to see what that's doing, how that can work with this. It seems to be going well. So in manual mode, you can actually trade the price action signals, or you can trade the Praedox Trader's Assistant signals. So if we're going to trade these price action patterns, you want to scalp. You only want to go for about 10 ticks. You don't want to go for broke on these. So the price action patterns, it does look for kicker, bullish and bearish. It does an abandoned baby, bullish and bearish abandoned babies. It looks for the engulfing, the morning star, the evening star, the three white soldiers, three black crows. We also look for the hammer, the hanging man, the shooting star, inverted hammer, dark cloud cover, piercing line, and pin bar, and a fakie. So these are all the things we are monitoring with price while we're waiting for a Praedox Trader's Assistant signal. So like I said, you can trade these if you're a scalper, or you can wait to get a signal and get confirmation with a Praedox Trader's Assistant signal. So signal, bearish move. You can see that we wouldn't have gotten in this one. And that's the only other signal we've had since, 2:30. It's been pretty ranging right now. So you can see we do have some bearish activity coming right off of this resistance here, this pivot point here. So let's take a look at price action today while we're waiting. Let's go back to the open. Like I said, I didn't trade the open today. We'll give you a good idea what the price actions is telling us. So at the open, we had an EMA breakout, which we did not get into. We had a Wick rejection off the rolling low, which was around here probably. Never got any signal here because these bars were just too big. We would have had large bar protection turned on, but you can see we had a morning star there, which is a pretty good signal here if you want to trade that manually, followed by bearish engulfing. But again, that's not normally giving you any indication because this next bar was up. So that there was no confirmation to the downside here. We had three white soldiers here, here, here. We did get confirmation to the upside, so you could have taken that as a scalp. We still never got any Praedox Trader's Assistant signal. We did get a Harami bearish. Again, we were right at this resistance level here, pivot point, an evening star. Okay. Several bullish price actions here. Still nothing. We did get a trend cycle wave here. We had the three white soldiers. We had confirmation. We had a trend cycle wave. Doesn't look we would have gotten in that with our offset. Followed by evening star there. You can, if you wanted to trade this probably would have been a good one here. Again, looking at it after the fact, I know it's easy, but you can see with price action, we had an evening star, which is a pretty strong price action right at the resistance level right here. So this probably would have been a good high probability. We had an EMA aggressive breakout to the downside. We had some bearish engulfing going on here. You can see we had an aggressive breakout here we didn't get into. We had an aggressive breakout to the downside, that bar right after. That looks like you probably would have gotten your 20 ticks. So you can see how you can use price action. So let's go back to current right now. And we're just hovering around S3 here. This earlier support area is now resistance. We did have a piercing line right here. But again, we don't have any confirmation. We don't have any level here. Now, if we get some bearish price action coming off of here, coming off the EMA. So let me show you what the price action indicator has in it. So you can manage 2-bar patterns, 3-bar patterns, 2 and 3-bar patterns, or all three. Okay. You can set your wick size on your pin bar. I'd like to use a ratio of 2. You can use 2.5. Change your colors on what's bullish, what's bearish. If you want to have a full pattern name, you can keep it. If you want to condense where it just says bullish or bearish, you can do that. If you show at level on price action, so if I turn that on, you'll see that I have the 3 white soldiers right at the 100 EMA. Okay, you can see I had my bullish engulfing at the rolling low of 90 right here, which is the 90 bar rolling low here. We had a pin bar here. So that's what that does. You'll also be able to change, if you want it to be a wick touch, how close you want it to a level, if you want it to be a certain number of ticks. Looks like we can get into a possible
order submitted.
Possible trade here if it breaks through.
Order canceled.
Do a buy chart here.
Order submitted.
On a possible break. Three white soldiers. We have an EMA. Okay, nothing here.
Order canceled.
So let's see if anything forms off of this EMA. Nothing interbar anyway.
Order submitted.
If we get a breakdown to the downside off of this EMA, we'll just put this below this area here. You can see here we're getting an aggressive breakout to the downside, but we'll go below this area here because right now it's acting as support. But we are getting a rejection off of the EMA. As you can see, interbar. This will go away if it does not meet the criteria of price action. So now you can see we're getting into a bottom here, a tweezer bottom, possibly interbar.
Order canceled.
So we get ready for our buy potentially. But you can see it's going back and forth intrabar. So it's waiting for the price action to complete before it determines whether or not it's going to keep this signal there. So in 15 seconds, if we get a wick rejection off the 100 EMA, it will stay. Looks like it might.
Order submitted.
We did, so it's going to stick, doesn't go away. Price action said you were at the 100 EMA. Now, you could turn these on and off. $50 ticks on that bar, so
Order
these are
filled.
pretty good bar sizes. So again, we had an aggressive breakout here. We didn't take it. We had some bearish price action here off the 100. We just wait. We are getting some interbar pin bar going on here. It just went away though, so. But you can see we did get a pretty big wick here. And we have our
Target
break even,
filled.
hit our target, and we'll just let it run. So again, we're using the price action signals based on levels, based on what we get from Praedox Trader's Assistant, and confirmation of the final pattern. So we're sitting right around the S3 pivot point right here. We had an aggressive breakout to the downside. I took the Wick rejection off of the 100 EMA here, took a little heat. Now we're getting a TCW to the downside. So a lot of bearish price action going on right now. So what we'll do is we'll move our second target here if we don't get stopped out. All right, we're continuing. We'll may get stopped here, maybe?
Stop filled.
Okay, so again, this is just more of an example of how you can use price action with Praedox Trader's Assistant. Now I'm in manual mode, and let me just walk through what I did. Again, we had 3 white soldiers. It was right at the 100 EMA. We had a Praedox Trader's Assistant aggressive breakout. I did not take that because we were too close to the London high. We then got an aggressive breakout to the downside. However, we were right at this area, and I wanted to see if we were going to hold this as support or we were going to break through it. As soon as we saw the Wick rejection down off of the EMA, which signified a bearish direction, you saw me place the trade right here. We took some heat, which is going to happen in trading. We had a little reversal on us. Okay. We then had this pin bar here, which did not stay, was intrabar. However, it closed below this area here with just a tiny bit of the candle. So we had a big wick down signifying sell. So we were in this trade, more confirmation that we wanted to go down. As we're in the trade, we got a trend cycle wave short. And as you can see, we're now still heading down. So that's how you can use Praedox Trader's Assistant in manual mode with price action signals. This wasn't a Praedox Trader's Assistant signal. This was a price action signal. So use these tools as your assistant. Use them to provide you with information on your trades. This is not automated, right? These are purely price action plays that you can utilize alongside Praedox Trader's Assistant signals. So, like I said, yeah, we did it in Sim because we're still testing the price action signals. However, I wanted to share that with you, and you just saw a pretty successful trade there. Okay. Price action, level, Praedox Trader's Assistant signals, combine the two, deadly combination. Gives you a lot of information. With that, I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to always leave a comment, shoot me a message on Discord, send me an email, join us, with Praedox. We have a great community of traders in our private community. Subscriptions are cheap, reasonable priced. There's a good lifetime subscription as well, which will include this Praedox Traders price action alongside Praedox Traders Assistant for a lifetime only. Coming into the new year, we will probably have a minimal nominal fee for the price action add-on. But for now, if you do get a lifetime subscription, you will get the Praedox Traders Assistant price action add-on. So if you have questions on it, or you want more information, visit praedox.com, Praedox.com. I'll also provide the link in the description. Like and subscribe for similar content like this daily. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.